Note: the game described in this review has rules that could be understood and enjoyed by younger audiences, but parents should know the game has actions describing acts of gambling and alcoholic consumption, which this review will refer. For that, parental discretion is advised.
Tiny games to table hogs to minis, cards, and dice. Gaming is for everyone, so long as we play nice. 5 minutes or hours on end, getting to the goal. Before you get to play the game, you have to know your role.
The Red Dragon Inn by SlugFest Games answers one pressing question. After a long and difficult adventure with the big bad slain, the maiden rescued, the treasure plundered, what is a band of adventurers to do? Go to the local pub, of course. There they tell their stories to anyone who will listen, engage in games of chance, and throw back a few frothy jugs of beverages. Eventually, one remains upright with gold in their pocket, and the rest of the party meets their fate, penniless and out on the street, or unable to hold their drink and heading upstairs to sleep it off. Now, when you find this game in stores, it's probably not going to look like this box. This is the big, I have everything for this game version. There are actually 7 core boxes for this game, each one with 4 different heroes. Buy the box with the heroes that interest you, mix and match if you get a couple. There are also some standalone allies packs with a single or 2 heroes together to further expand the game. One note, of course, the later versions of this game, the heroes have additional quirks, extra decks, and tokens to keep track. The first 2 games, therefore, have easier characters to play. Once a player has selected their character, they will take the player mat, the cards relating to the character, and 2 counters, one red to represent fortitude, and one clear to represent alcohol content, and put them on the appropriate areas on the board. They take 10 coins from the bank, and 1 drink from the drink deck as well. On a player's turn, there are 4 easy-to-remember steps. They're even printed here on the player mat. Discard and draw, play an action, buy a drink, or drink a drink. Discard and draw is the simplest. You can toss cards you don't want and draw up to the maximum hand size. The play action is the main step to play. Each player's deck has cards that are listed as actions. You simply play one, read the effects, and then apply the action. Most cards affect other players, either by reducing their fortitude or their coins. However, the other players might have a sometimes or anytime card that can reduce the impact of actions against them. There are also gambling cards, which sets up a mini-game with all players involved, with simple cards that can raise, win the hand, or even cheat. After all actions and reactions are played, the active player will buy a drink from the drink deck, putting it onto an opponent's drink pile. Then they will take the top card of their drink pile and drink it, applying the results, usually affecting the alcohol content or fortitude of the character. So how do you win? Well, Red Dragon Inn is a player elimination game. The winner is the last player standing. A player can be eliminated in 2 ways. The first is having a bit too much to drink. Note fortitude and alcohol content are on the same track. Fortitude goes down and alcohol goes up. If the 2 markers ever meet or pass one another, the player is eliminated. The second is running out of money. Gambling and some action cards usually affect the player's money. Run out, and the player is knocked out of the pub. In either case, a player removed from the game, and the rest of the players will continue until only one winner remains. And that is the basics of the Red Dragon Inn. The major benefit of this game is its simplicity. The different character cards feel unique but ultimately reduce to the same sort of things. Reducing the other player's fortitude, gambling to try to win coins, and reducing the amount of alcohol content you receive, and so on. Non-gaming friends can enjoy the game. The rules are pretty easy to explain, and the goals are nice and clear. A couple negatives. I'm not a huge fan of player elimination games. As we have a lot of the game, we have played Red Dragon Inn with large player counts, 6, 8, I think we even tried a 12-player game once. And with that huge game, we had a player eliminated before they could even take their first turn. What are those early eliminated players going to do with the rest of the game going on? Player elimination usually leaves a bad taste. There's also the theming. The game's art is colorful and the mechanics are simple to understand, so younger audiences could enjoy the Red Dragon Inn easily. But it is a game centered around drinking and gambling. I suppose my benchmark is if your kid has seen movies like Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, and understands the pub scenes, or Tortuga in all of its glory, then they should be able to handle the Red Dragon Inn. Overall, the Red Dragon Inn is a pretty good game that I would qualify as a party game for gamers. The rules are more than traditional party games, and there is some strategy, but the overall mechanics are straightforward enough to teach pretty much anybody. Find the set that has characters you like and give that game a try. Or go nuts like we did and buy the lot. In any case, your adventuring group will always find a table to kick back, share stories, and enjoy a beverage or two at the Red Dragon Inn. This is Bevan with Know Your Role. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye! Thanks again for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts by commenting below. If you liked what you saw and would like to see more, I'd appreciate the gesture of giving me a like and a subscribe. If you have suggestions for future videos, please let me know. And again, thanks for watching. May your table always be graced with a game, and always remember to